Now I'm going to show you how to install the contact sensor for your window or door. The sensor is made up of two parts, the sensor side, which is the large piece, and the magnet side, which is the smaller piece. Now the way these are installed is that one side sticks onto the frame of the door and the other side sticks onto the actual door itself. For aesthetic reasons, the smaller side will look better on the door, but depending on the type of frame you have, the smaller side may fit better on the frame instead. So you can place either side of the sensor on the door or the frame. Before installing the sensor, here are a few tips you should pay close attention to, which will help avoid any connection problems or reading errors. Number 1. Install these near the top of the door, as this will help to avoid the sensor from being accidentally torn off by someone or something. Also, you won't have to worry about how you'll be able to access the batteries when they need replacing, as it's very easy to access the batteries. Just press down and push towards the opposite direction of the magnet side. Number 2. Make sure both sides of the sensor are less than half an inch apart. Number 3. If you have an uneven door frame, you can strategically layer additional double-sided 3M tape or corrugated plastic until both sides of the sensors are perfectly flat, as you can see here. Now let's install the contact sensor. First, remove the tabs from the casing to activate the battery. Once you've decided where you want to install the sensor, remove the 3M backing off one side of the sensor. I'll do the sensor side first, which is the large side. Then apply it to the door or the frame, whichever side works best for you. Place it about a few millimeters from the edge. Then we'll remove the backing off the magnet side. Then apply it to the other side, whether it be the door or the frame. Again, make sure the space between the two sides of the sensor is no more than half an inch apart. Now let's do a test and open the door. As soon as you open the door, a red light should turn on for a few seconds. As you can see, everything works perfectly. To install the sensor on a window, it's done exactly the same as installing on the door. However, many windows are designed to open differently, so just keep in mind that as long as both sides of the sensor are aligned, then the sensor will work. Here's an example of a sensor being installed on a typical window. On this window, the two sides are not perfectly level with each other, but as you can see from this test here, the red light appears when you open and close the window, which confirms that it's working. If you have no room to install the sensors flat and side by side due to how the window and door is configured with the frame, here are a few examples of other configurations you can use. Just make sure the two sides are half an inch apart or less, and the red light or beep sound, if enabled, activates when opening and closing the door or window. In most cases, the contact sensor should work normally on the window or patio door as long as it's installed correctly. If for any reason the sensor is not working on your window or patio door, there is a good chance that the metal or aluminum frame is blocking the signal to the alarm panel. In most cases, we recommend purchasing the OSI signal repeater. The OSI signal repeater will not only fix this issue, but it can also help the signal go through barriers and walls, including some made out of concrete, depending on the thickness. It also allows for the contact sensor to be installed at much farther distances on your property, including detached garages or sheds. You now know how to install the contact sensor on your window or your door.